Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome to day 2 of 3131. And I know I'm gonna fuck up this movie's name. Not the English translated version of the movie or the U.S. title, I guess you could say, but it's Volvin, which is also known as Tigers Are Not Afraid, or quite literally in the sense of the movie, They Return. So this is a movie out of Mexico, and I've always seen this on Shudder. I've always seen the title there. This is my very first time watching it, and my God, how did I sleep on this movie? How did I not take the time to watch it? Like, there's always something new, and that's always the problem whenever I do like the podcast stuff, is that I'm always looking at movies that I'm doing for the podcast, and I'm rarely just sitting down and watching movies for myself. That's one of the reasons why I like doing the 31 and 31, is because I end up watching movies just to watch movies, not just to because I've got content I'm making, or there's a podcast that's going to be recorded, or we're going to the theater because I want the theater experience, but to sit home and watch a movie. And I'm so glad that I watched this movie. It's really good, like really, really good. I always make the joke of certain child star actors or certain child actors. Most of them are pretty terrible. But for some reason, every time I watch like a Spanish language movie in some way, shape, or form, the child actors are fucking amazing. And maybe it's because it's the only ones that reach over here. But I mean, and maybe because like with Japanese movies, I watch a lot of kaiju films, and kaiju child actors are fucking terrible. They're just the worst thing. There's some good child actors come out of Japan, but a lot of the times, not the best in the world. But here, these kids are fucking fantastic. So, what's the basic story? Basic story is that this takes place in Mexico, in a city where drug lords, crime lords have taken over, and they kidnap, it's a big human trafficking like thing. And so you meet this girl who I will butcher. Actually, I won't butcher this one. Estella, and because I should know fucking Spanish, but I don't really. But she is there, and she lives with her mom, and she's in school, and there's gunshots out, so they suspend school completely. She goes home, finds out her mom's not there. Her mom's been taken by the cartels or whomever the drug traffickers are. And then that's where we also have the side story of Shine and his little band of like merry misfits. And they're all young kids. They range from the ages probably about like 5 up to maybe she's like 12, maybe 13 years old. But because she basically makes herself homeless because she doesn't want to be home. And the horror aspect of everything are the ghosts that she sees. And those scenes, and some of those scenes are really fucking good and frightening. I was really, as I was watching them, like, wow, I'm kind of watching more of just like, this like crime drama type of thing going on here. And where's the there's the horror element. It's shot beautifully. I mean, there's not much to the set design. It's mostly like slums. But the performances are so good by the kids. My favorite scene in the whole movie is when they go and they move into the new house, where they're, because they're running away because something happens. And they are just having fun. Like, they're going through it and being amazed. There are 2 deaths that, while I think the second one is okay, the first one, it actually hit me. It's one of those ones where you're like watching it and you're like, oh my God, why did that happen? And it really, like, that was really my reaction when I was watching it. And if you've seen this movie, you probably know which one I'm talking about. But I was just very surprised. Again, story, honestly, in general, at least basic plot, kind of middle of the road, way it goes. But everybody performs really well. And it really is on the backs of these kids in this movie to do these performances. The kid that plays Shine is really fucking good for what he is. Estella, her character is great. It folds a little bit at the end, I think, when things need to be more important. But in the way that she's like acting for the type of character and what she's going through, it's really great. And this is not meant to, put down upon anybody, but like, I'm going to compare this to Keanu Reeves in The Matrix, okay? Where Keanu Reeves was exactly the right person to put, right? The character doesn't say much. He does some cool ass shit, and he goes, whoa. But he was meant to be like clueless in the first Matrix and not knowing his surroundings and trying to guess what's going on. And he really did that role well in that regard. Keanu Reeves, great John Wick, terrible Shakespeare actor. That's just what you can get. Terrible in Bram Stoker's Dracula. That's what you're going to get with Keanu Reeves, though he's gone through a Keanu-sance again lately. But here, that's kind of what I got with her, that she was the perfect casting for this. And maybe a little towards the end when things are like clearing up, maybe she doesn't need to be the same way she is. And that's where she was like, it was just a little bit short. But in general, I mean, she's fantastic. All the little boys are fantastic. Shine is fucking great. And just where the story goes, not expecting it. And there were a couple of things I was kind of expecting to happen. And there's one, the like right at the end of the movie where something happens. It's such a poignant scene that I think for the whole thing, it's worth watching it. Like just even for that little glimpse of scene, because it has to do with magic chalk, by the way. But it's just good. I really can't say much more about it other than go watch it. And this is a solid. I'm give this 5 out of 5 tigers. I think it is that good. I think this could possibly ruin me for the rest of this 31 and 31. I mean, I don't know. I look back on it and I know this is immediate reaction to me finishing this movie, but I'm so amazed just at it, and the fact that it had these rolling emotions. It has really good scares, good tension-filled scenes. Again, the creepiness factor is shot way up. It's just really well done. So, thank you guys for watching this 31 and 31. And you know, there will be more on the channel. Of course, go back and watch day 1. Also, don't forget to check out the latest podcast that is up and available for you right now. And we'll talk to you on next one of these 31 and 31s. Ciao.